Lovely, jubbly, just tricked you there. That's got to be reviewed, especially on the Perfectdraft Pro. And it was kind of heavy, especially when oh, Jesus. Good afternoon, people. Oh dear, the timer. Yeah, okay. Paul T's
that one.
beer reviews. We're doing Soul. One of my old favourites from back in the 90s. Before I met my lovely wife.
Going back some years then.
Yeah, going back a few years. But yeah, this was one of my favourites. Like with Corona, if you saw Soul in a bar, you kind of knew it. We did have a lime, but we were meant to be doing this 2 weeks ago, and when we got the lime out of the fridge today, it was probably better to go along with the review without the lime.
No, I didn't fancy putting that in my drink, I can tell you.
It didn't kind of, it wasn't cutting the mustard. I've brought a yellow jacket for the colour. So, let's get her poured. Hey. Got the upscale glass.
Yeah, it's quite fancy that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just from a bottle from in preparation for the keg. So, here we go.
It's looking quite lively.
It's looking lively, yeah. Livelier than it used to be from what I remember.
So, here's our bottle. And here's the drink. And I'm going to show you that at the side just so we can have a good look at the colour and the head. Yeah, it's a golden amber colour. It's got a nice white foamy head on it. So there we go.
I mean, back in the day, as you all know, we'll take a picture of that.
I'll do
We'd swig it from the bottle, wouldn't we? That's what it was all about.
You're right there.
Yeah. Get out of the way. And it takes a bit of time, all the beer no idea, to move my body out of the way. I'll get you for that comment.
That one did make me chuckle.
Right, so, what can we say? Mexican beauty, like Corona. Been going since 1899. Maybe there's a reason for that. So, see what we get on the old odor. Not a lot. It's a bit of fruit in it.
Yeah, I'm picking up some malts and some fruits there.
Bit bready, little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe even a little bit floral, which I've never thought before, but I can't say. It's not overindulging the smell. It's not how I remember. So, I mean, I fell out with this beer in 2002 because obviously being a great Spurs fan, and Sol Campbell signed for the South Londoners, who pretty much broke my heart. But when I was talking to Michelle about it today, I wasn't that into Sol then, was I? I was more into Corona. Hence the bar behind you is named the Corona Bar. So yeah, but this was still some quality beer. I'm sure that the 4.2 ABV used to be 4.5, which is very disappointing. Again, that's the thing that puts you off a little bit, isn't it? God, blimey. Oh God. There's a little bit of hoppiness, very light. There's a little bit of sweetness in it, would you say?
Yeah.
It tastes like watered down crap, to be honest. It don't taste how I remember it. I mean, I haven't had Soul for years. It's quite a concern because I remember when people were importing Soul over on the Blade, when it was available in Europe and South America and that, and they were saying how it compares to the bottle, which, if that be the case, Jesus, I don't know. As we all know, like with my singer I showed last week, there's a hell of a lot of difference. But if this is anything to go by, I wouldn't fancy 14 pints of this.
I'm getting a sweet maltiness there that's got a slight hint of maybe something citrus.
It does have that. It just tastes watery.
Yeah, I'm getting nothing on the end. I'm not picking up on anything really hoppy at all there.
It's only £2 for the bottle, and it's 660 ml. So we'll
Yeah,
give it that.
that is a big bottle, so it's reasonably good value, isn't it?
Yeah, but Christ, there's a lot more things in the supermarket you could get than that. I mean, yeah, it's missing the lime. Don't get me wrong, but Jesus, you need more than the lime to save that. That's not great, is it? If you're sat in Mexico, it's 35 degrees. I know we say this a lot of times. Yeah, that'll flow down.
I always used to think this was comparable to Corona, but I'm thinking that
Well, there's a
Corona is
leagues ahead.
better.
There's a Corona bottle in the fridge, bottom left.
Whereabouts? What, you want to compare the two?
Yeah, there's a glass right there as well.
Okay, I'll go and have a look, see if I can find
It's
it.
on the bottom left. It's you can't miss it. It's next to the Edelweiss Weizen
Okay, yeah, I've got
bottom
you.
shelf.
Yeah, I've got you.
Yeah, Corona again though. You need the lime. We haven't got the lime, but it'd be interesting to see.
So,
Yeah, glass. That's it because it's fair.
the thing of being consistent, let's put them both in glass. Neither of them have got the lime.
Just checking the glasses.
Yeah, okay. don't want those spiders lurking about in the bottom of that glass.
I love that glass, you know. We haven't had Corona on Perfect Draft because we have had it a few times since it was released on Perfect Draft, and we found it was hit and miss.
Yeah, I kind
Wasn't
of preferred
consistent.
it in the bottles, so.
Well, the time we put it against the bottle, it wasn't even close, was it?
Right. Okay, so yeah, that's pouring really similar, isn't it? So of course,
Yeah,
the Corona
know that
bottle.
one.
Everyone knows that one. And let's have a look at the colour. We can still see through there a little bit, can't we? Yeah.
Oh, you're going to have to take a
Yeah,
picture
I'm thinking
of these two, because this picture's not going to be
a
right.
little bit darker, the Corona to the Soul.
Remember, Corona's 4.5, whereas the Soul's dropped.
Okay.
I can move my big body out of the way, Bazza, if you watch this.
Yeah, I've got that in.
Never forget that.
I didn't want to go too far back though, not the tripod either.
Why? Let's get more viewers.
Yeah.
Right, so let's not be unfair. Let's go on this first.
Okay.
I was going to give him a smell, but I thought, well, I know that's pretty smellless anyway. Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Go. There's much more depth for a start. There's much more flavour. It's more citrusy. It's got a better aftertaste.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste watered down.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. The flavours that are there are more pronounced. You've got a maltiness, you've got a citrusness. In that respect, they're similar, but for some reason, that just seems like it's got a bit more going for it. It's percentage of these?
4.5. You've drunk that Corona for how many years?
Yeah, no,
How
I'm
do you
just
not know?
I don't remember these things.
I love Corona. Even that, I prefer chugging it out the bottle because it
I'm
takes
almost,
me back.
yeah, I'm almost getting a slight bit of hoppiness at the end of
That's
that
lovely.
that I'm not getting from that.
That's horrible. That's lovely. There's no way. No way, Pedro. I mean, it might be a totally different ball game on the blade keg, but I remember what I heard before, and it kind of worries you a little bit. Yeah, I missed the last blade release because it was Heineken, and to be quite honest, neither of us two, unlike a lot of people, were that keen on Heineken, so we didn't fancy a light version of what we
Yeah.
consider an average drink. But
Yeah.
with the Soul, it was kind of different because I thought, well, I could do the Heineken against the Bud Light.
I tell you something that I'm really picking up on now, the more that I'm tasting this. Soul's got a kind of sweetness there, and then it sort of finishes off a bit watery. Whereas the Corona has a bit more depth to it, and it's a little bit more hoppy. It's not as sweet.
And it don't taste like pea water. It tastes like it's gone off.
I know for me, the Corona I prefer in the bottle and on the draft. It's one of those rare ones that I actually do prefer it that way.
Yeah,
because
no,
I like having it traditionally, like you do with your lime in the top.
Corona didn't cut it, did it, on the PD?
I wasn't overly impressed.
But
There we go, we just found another one. There we go. See, I knew there was more than one.
Them cakes were not always the same. One time we had the cake, it was absolutely lovely.
I think sometimes it just comes down to that nostalgia factor. I like having the bottle, I like having the lime wedge in it. It's just how it is.
Corona should have been left in the bottle.
Yeah.
And I probably feel that's going to end up the same with Soul. And as I say, on the strength of that, I'm not getting the cake tomorrow. No way, Pedro.
Oh, I don't fancy 14 pints of that.
Well, you be you that gets
I was
it.
going to say, it's going to be me that's going to get stuck with it.
And that Corona has killed it, innit? It's not even close.
Yeah, there's a lot more body to Corona. There's a lot more going on there. It doesn't taste as watery, and it isn't as sweet. I'm just finding this a little bit sweet. Do you know what I mean?
It's watery. It has a sweetness, but it's a sweetness I can't describe. Not a candy sweetness. It's making me burp. I never
Yeah,
burp.
do you know what? I was feeling a bit gassy.
Don't you go doing that. You're a lady.
I'm not going to go belching on the
I
camera.
love you,
Dear me. No, never.
You wouldn't, would you?
Mm-mm.
You'd do anything to avoid that, because you know that video would definitely be shown.
No, that would just not happen.
So there we go.
I'm going with the Corona as well. Like I say, Corona in the bottle for me, much more my thing. And the Corona is doing it more for me than the Soul.
And I'm 60 quid up. Because
Well-
I've got to buy 2 cakes tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
I wouldn't fancy.
I can't risk it. We'll let all the beer, no idea. There's the man for
If
reviews.
it was a sub-talk and it's just a little bit of it, and I'm prepared to give it a go because I can get rid of it quick enough. But
Yeah, I can't. No matter what you do, that Soul's nowhere near. So Soul is a no-no in the bottle, in a way.
It's not really cutting it for me.
The keg, we'll have to wait till see what other people say.
It's not horrible, but the Corona is coming out much better.
The Soul isn't great. It's a no-no, and it is pretty horrible. It's watery. It's very thin. And Corona always beats Soul, you know. Corona's like,
Yeah, no, I am preferring the Corona. It's it's got more going on to it. It's not as sweet. It's got a very slight hoppiness that's balancing out the citrus and the malts in it. It's a
we're
better
agreed.
drink. We're all agreed.
What can
Does
we
that
say?
one sometimes.
Yeah, not that often. Right, okay. Thanks for watching, people. Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Do you feel Soul's better than Corona, or vice versa?
Are these guys better in the bottle? Do you think that that's where they should stay, or do you think they're good on draft?
It does put you off after the PD, doesn't it, with the Corona? Makes you panic, let's just say. So let's let someone else do this one. We've got enough to review. Right. Good luck, Barry. All the beer, no idea. Good
I'm
luck,
sure
mate.
we'll get it done. I'm sure we will.
Oh, we will. We won't waste 14 pints. God, no way. No matter what, he'll drink it. Remember, he took one for the team with Tennant and Amstel.
Okay.
I say no more. Enough mentions about Bazza. Right, okay. Feel free, like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want. Bonjour.
Thanks for watching.